Peace, y'all. Yo, so I'm here now to share with you um, a realization that I had recently. Soulmate is a verb. Soulmate is not a person. It's not something, or it's not someone who you find. It's something that you do. And when you realize that, that's when you'll be able to connect with the person who you're probably meant to be with. And I realized this um, kind of on my journey of of healing, and you start to realize and understand what love really means. And I have my own personal definition of love, and for me, to love is to heal. So if it ain't healing, it's not love. And once I realized that, you, you, you see that everything that you do in life is based around healing. Even us, this body is always regenerating itself. It's always healing itself. It's just that we do things that prevent it from healing ourselves with the foods that we eat, the environments that we might be in, the people who we might entertain. You know what I'm saying? So um, everything is about healing. So once I realized love, to love is to heal. And my definition of love is it's a commitment to your own or another person's spiritual, mental, physical, and emotional well being. So and once I realized that, it like changed the game for me. So I focus on loving myself. And that's when I came into the realization about soulmate. Soulmate is a verb. Soulmate is something that you do. It is not a person. And because of all these rom-com movies and these these magazines and all these things searching for your love, um, people get frustrated. And I'm saying not people. I'm sure people out there have found them so their soulmates, and that's dope. But ultimately, you have to love yourself first. And that's what soulmate really means. Soul mate. Soul. Your soul is who you are. That's your true self. And mate is not necessarily mate is, a person or friend. But to mate is to have sex, to procreate. But in this instance, to mate is to really connect with yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like when you learn to really connect with yourself, engage with yourself, love yourself, um, that's really what soul mating is. So I think it's more so about finding who you are, outside of looking for somebody else to complete you. And I can speak from experience. The moment when I understood what love is and I stopped looking for something outside of myself, I end up meeting somebody. You know what I'm saying? Um, and it's dope relationship. You know what I mean? Like and the crazy thing about it is that we have been in each other's lives, like in some form or fashion, But it's almost like one of those situations where you're always missing that person. So, but ultimately, like we ended up connecting when with each other once we were ready and once we got it. And it was the same thing for her. She had to, love herself first too. Um, and that's just how it happened. But that's neither here nor there. but but going back to it, I just wanted to say that soulmate is something that you do. You know what I mean? Soulmate is self love. Um, so when you're thinking about and you hear people about talking about, oh, I'm one of my soul, this person is my soulmate. You know, I mean, 9 out of 10 times, it's probably some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody that, you know, they thought is sexy or, because I think a lot of times what happens when we meet people, we, just because we have something in common with them, we think that we're in love. And that's when you end up fucking up. You know what I'm saying? You can have you can have something in common with a lot of people. It doesn't make them the one. Um, so and I think a lot of times, and even for myself, I can speak for that. I remember commitment used to be like it was just like a virus. But I realized this, commitment is work. And a lot of times, people who have commitment issues are really just telling you when they say, "Oh, I can't commit," whatever. What they're really saying is they're lazy and they don't want to put in the work. Um, for whatever reason. Everybody has their own reasons. For me, I think a lot of it was just had to do with, um, just being scared. You don't want to be made. You don't want to look stupid. Putting yourself out there to somebody. Um, but what happens is that when we get into relationships with people, a lot of times we just think that when we meet them, especially when you have this idea of a soulmate, oh, I found my soulmate, I found my soulmate, and they feel that that's it. They don't have to do anything else. And that's another way that people fuck up. You know what I'm saying? That's where you gotta put in the work. You know what I'm saying? It's just never like that. Um, you know what I'm saying? You gotta really get to know that person. Um, and be ready. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we know when we're not ready for a relationship. We know when, oh, let me rephrase that. We know when we're not ready to be in love. Because I was thinking of something that Bobby Hemmett says. He said, I was listening to one of his videos and I took this with me. He said there's a difference between being in love and being in a relationship. And I totally agree with that. I believe that I know that I've been in a lot of relationships. I've really been in love. So a lot of people are not ready to be in love. You know what I'm saying? But they're just not honest with themselves. We're not honest with ourselves. I wasn't honest with myself. Um, Sometimes we just like the idea of it. You know what I'm saying? We front for other people. You know what I'm saying? I guess you get to a certain age and I gotta be with somebody. But you know, but like I said, remember, soulmate is something that you do. It's not a person. And the sooner that you realize that, it will make life so much more easy in regards to when you're kind of looking for that person. Just focus on yourself. Focus on building yourself up. You know what I'm saying? Get to know you. Um, Find out what you like. You know what I'm saying? I know that may sound cliche or whatever, but like I said it, I'm speaking from experience. The moment I realized and I defined what love was for me is when I ended up meeting that person. So um, I'm not gonna keep this video that long, but you know, like I said, leave your comments, share your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Each one teach one. You know what I'm saying? I'm always open to learning from people and people sharing their opinions and stuff like that. So, all right, until next time, peace.